Ohayou gozaimasu. Good morning. It is Tuesday, February 4th, a little after 7 a.m. in Kyoto. Stupid idiot. Somebody with a camera. Tourists already first thing in the morning. Well, the restaurant was noticeably empty. Empty. So I walked through there this morning. Could it be that the Lunar New Year crowds are gone? Although yesterday at Arashiyama, there were still some big crowds. But my plan today is to go to Kinkaku-ji. Or is it Kinkaku-ji? I get gold and silver mixed up. Anyway, I'm going to the golden one. The golden temple. I checked my sources, ChatGPT, and my Japan travel app. Sounds like it's a pretty easy bus ride to get there. So I had my morning coffee. It really is horrible coffee. I think part of it is they have those little non-dairy creamer things. I like milk in my coffee. But the guy that was working today is the smart one. So the little system, you walk up, and place your order. You don't really have an order since everybody gets the same breakfast, but I just say kohi dake onegai shimasu. So I just want coffee. Yesterday, the woman gave me the full breakfast. And I had to say, oh no, kohi dake. So that was a little embarrassment on her part. She screwed it up. But, so you place your order. One of the women, there's a different person every day. One of the women that works there makes you show her your key card. She's the only one. Everybody does it different. But usually they'll print out a little piece of paper because they are obsessed with little pieces of paper. Say, please sit down. You go to your table, sit down. By the time you're seated, they're saying thank you for waiting. Number 678, and then you go up and you get your food. Or in my case, my coffee. But this guy is smart. So he knows I just want coffee. He said, "Chotto matte kudasai." So 1 minute, please. Walked into the little kitchen area, poured my coffee, brought it back. Just gave me the cup. The rest of them put the coffee on a tray. It's like, do I really need the tray? So much easier just to carry a cup of coffee than a cup of coffee on a tray. So anyway, I like him. All right, I'm going to Yasai for breakfast. It's noticeably colder today. Not freezing, but it's chilly. I have layers on and I'm cold. I'm going to get the same breakfast I got yesterday. Stir-fried vegetables and pork. It was really good. Barley rice. So, no need to film any of that. I'm on a back street here. And then I'm gonna go back to my hotel finish editing, quote unquote, my video from yesterday. I lost a lot of footage. I don't know what happened. So lucky for you, it's going to be a short video. So I'll finish that up because I want to charge my phone fully before I head out. And I'm going to check the bus time and all that while I'm here at the restaurant. I'm trying to get there around 8:45. They open at 9. So I'll be one of the first ones there, beat the crowds, take my photo, take my obligatory selfie in front of a beautiful building. I don't know why people do that. And then come back. My room should be cleaned. I'm gonna rest. I still have the hiccups, so this is day 2 now of hiccups. Oh my God. Apple pie, cranberry cream apple pie, sour cream coffee cake. What is this place? Ricotta cheesecake, cherry pie. Looks like a little bakery. They have pancakes too. It's a baking salon. Akiko Hirano's baking salon. Might have to check that out. One thing that happens with me when I have these weird conditions that pop up every now and then. I used to get vertigo, fortunately. Knock on wood, that hasn't happened for 7 or 8 years. But the vertigo, the hiccups, these weird, exhausting conditions, when they happen, I crave carbs. So last night I didn't know what I wanted for dinner. I was really in the mood for pizza, like a good Neapolitan pizza. And you gotta hand it to the Japanese. If they make food from another country, they don't mess around. They'll go to Italy and they'll study so that they can do it right. So I got a pizza margherita from Uber Eats. It was perfect. It's one of the best margarita pizzas I've ever had. The cheese was right. The crust had a really nice chew to it. It was thin, it was sturdy. The sauce was great. The basil was done perfectly. There was lots of basil. I mean, like, you know, at least one piece of basil for every slice. It was really good. It was exactly what I needed for whatever reason. I don't know why carbs satisfy me that way when my body is off balance. All right, coming up on Yayoi Ken. I'll come back when there's something new. Okay, so I am headed to the bus stop. And it looks like it's just one bus. Bus number 15 to Kinkaku-ji, which is the Gold Temple. And then a 7-minute walk when I get off the bus. And I believe my bus stop should be right here in front of Kyoto City Hall. Fingers crossed. If not, I'm taking a taxi. Hiccups have subsided for now, so that's a good sign. But I'm exhausted. And I see lots of taxis that would appreciate my business. So there's Kyoto City Hall. A kind of ugly building. You think they would there are bike lanes here and there are people lanes. Not always obeyed. Anyway, you think they would have come up with a prettier building for Kyoto. Looks like a prison. So that's parking. I think this is the bus stop up here. There's a subway. And hopefully I'll get a seat on this bus. Really wasn't fun standing yesterday. I was hot from the Sento and exhausted from the hiccups. Alright, so bus number 15. My app is wrong. So the app said that there was a bus coming at like 8:07. This is like 8:28. This one's going to Arashimaya. I'm just going to take a taxi.
Kinkaku-ji ゴールドテンプル様。
はい。
はい、ありがとうございます。
綺麗ですか? All right, so it's 2,900 yen, about $18. And I'm here very early. I might even take a taxi back. So it's 8:30. Doesn't feel as cold now. Ice cream with gold powder. Huh. Get it, because it's a gold temple. They have little gold cookies. All right, so I have about 30 minutes to wait. I don't know if I can walk in to anything, if it's closed. Somebody just went in, but she might have been an employee. Let's see. Let's see if he says anything if I go in. All right, he's saying, welcome. No drones. That's good. Don't resell tickets. Looks like there are some people here already. Alright, so it should be one of the first ones inside. Get here before the tour groups. Take my photo. Check it off the list. So, I was really hesitant to come here just because I'm trying to avoid the crowds. But in my images of Kyoto, this has always been the one that stood out to me. It's really beautiful. Not just because it's gold, although that definitely adds to it, but the whole scene of this beautiful building. It's really beautiful architecture, and it's on a pond. Already we're starting with the fashion photos over here. It's on a pond, it's reflecting in the pond. There's the photo spot. And then I think there are some other things to see here. All right, there are people here already. It's cold here in the shade. Now, let me see. I don't think we go that way. So this is a Zen temple registered as a World Cultural Heritage Site in 1994. So this originally was someone's house, and then he said in his will that he wanted it to be a Buddhist temple when he died. There's a bunch of people over there waiting in a shelter. But I'm gonna just stand in line. No eating. So it's 500 yen. Cash only. This beautiful door. Apparently everybody's waiting out there. All right, there's already a long line behind me, and it's cold. Nara to wait because I stepped over this little step that she actually had to fold down. What's this? No photos. This little shit managed to get in front of me somehow. Alright, so I'm number 2 now. I'm just heading straight to the photo spot. There it is. Beautiful. Ohayou gozaimasu. There it is. I'm not sure where the quote-unquote photo spot is. May have already passed it, and we're not allowed to go back. There's another sign here. Another rule. No photos with a large group. It's really nice in the sun today. Well, the tour groups are all behind me. So apparently it was burnt down a few times, rebuilt. Oh, it's covered in gold leaf. It's different architectural styles, the bottom and the top. You could look it all up if you're interested. Here at Appa's Kitchen, we don't actually provide you with any useful information. All right, now I can say I've done it. I have a picture to prove it. I feel like I need a selfie. There, that's me at Kinkaku-ji. So, I think there are some other things to see here. There's some fish. I spent 500 yen, so I might as well explore. Take a leisurely walk. It's cold. This gift shop. No photos. So they just had some charms. Lucky Charms. A stamp book. I got a ticket, really pretty ticket. It's just another piece of paper and a brochure. So I'm leaving here with 2 pretty big pieces of paper. I was standing in line. I pulled my camera out of my pocket. The girl behind me came up to me and said, "You dropped something." It was a receipt. I know I'm always getting these pieces of paper everywhere I go. Japan is not the place to come if you have accessibility issues. So all this DEI, get ready for a rant, and woke crap that Republicans are so upset about. That's why we have wheelchair ramps. That's why we have curb cuts, which are not only useful for people in wheelchairs, but also people on bikes, people with strollers. We all benefit from DEI, and wokeness is just an awareness that we don't all start from the same place. Some people need assistance. It's about being kind, empathetic. This is a really pretty view. So if you voted for a fascist because you're upset about DEI, you can fuck off, because you benefit from DEI as much as everybody else does. Who wants to live in a world of inequality? Here in Japan, they may not be perfect, but they don't have the vast income inequality that we have. And that's why the crime rate is so low. When you deny people jobs and opportunity, then what are they going to do? They're going to steal. They're going to resort to crime. There's another view. The other people have caught up with me, but it's still much less crowded than if I had waited. Goshuin-sho is just before the exit. What's Goshuin-sho? I'm gonna slow down here. There's a big group that just passed me and a few people behind me. And now I would really love a cup of matcha or my favorite matcha latte from Starbucks. All right, this is a pretty temple coming up. Let's exit. See it because of the sun. Tea house includes a small dessert. I don't think they're open yet. It's a gift shop. But let's check out this temple. So there are signs here that says, please keep out of this area. I guess she rang this bell. I was going to say, that woman went up there and rang the bell. But there are two bells here. Not to judge or anything, but I'm going to light some incense. 3 for 50 yen, and I have 100 yen, so I'm going to take 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm praying for peace, sanity, diversity, equity, and inclusion, and an end to the nightmare in the United States.
No,
No?
3,
Oh, together.
3.
Oh, okay. Sorry. So many rules here in Japan. He wasn't very nice about that. I mean, so they have to be in groups of 3. No free stamp. So weird. There's like so many. Oh, there's a trash can. So many rules, so many signs. Haagen-Dazs. All right. Well, dear viewer, that was Kinkaku-ji. It was pretty, but also, a little bit of disappointment. I mean, and my mood was spoiled by that cranky old man yelling at me about my incense. I could have been nicer about it. This is the nicest part, going down these stairs, because it's sunny. It's kind of pretty. Wait until these people pass. Here comes somebody else. Looks like they're giving out some free samples or something. Japanese horseradish peanut.
おはようございます。わさびピーナッツです。ありがとうございます。
美味しい。
美味しい。ありがとうございます。
便宜啊！对对对，哪一种地方你要去弄？拿下，拿下手。
right, I just bought some wasabi peanuts. Now, I'm gonna check ChatGPT and see. I did ask if there's anything else I can visit here. Got some recommendations. I'm not far from Arashiyama, actually. So this is usually, where the hell's the exit? This is usually part of people's tour. They go to Arashiyama, they come here. It's a lot. I can't really handle more than 2 places in one day. So imagine going to Arashiyama, walking through those crowds, through the bamboo groves. So viewer, today with Kinkaku-ji, you got my very unfiltered political opinion, because now is not a time to keep silent. And somebody watching this might be offended. Well, guess what? I'm really offended by racism. I'm really offended by fascism. I'm really offended by inhumanity. So if my opinion offends you, fuck off. I hope that lady didn't think I was talking to her, but she did kind of walk right in front of me so she could take a picture. People are so stupid. I mean, they voted for a con man with a history of bankruptcies, innumerable crimes, sexual assault allegations, convicted rapist. I know he wasn't convicted of rape, but sexual abuse or whatever. I hope you don't sue me, Donald. Horrible, just horrible human being. Ugly as fuck. I mean, when did we get beyond? When did we get past voting for presidents based on looks? I thought they had to be good looking. 3 times married, cheated on his wives, all 3 of them. None of that matters anymore to these holier-than-thou Christians. Matcha ice cream. I've been dying from matcha ice cream, but it's too early. Like, what happened to people? What happened to their brains, to their minds? How did they get convinced that this was the right thing to do? Well, the motivation is hatred. It's racism. I'm sorry. It's plain and simple. Clear as the nose on my face that the thing that motivated them was hatred of black people, hatred of immigrants, hatred of trans people, hatred of gay people. And some of these people are my family. And they don't care. They don't care if he could possibly take away all my rights. They don't care if he were to round us up, put us in camps. They don't care. So I'm done. I'm done being nice. I'm done with holding my opinion. I don't care if I offend anybody. You can just fuck off. All right, I'm gonna see if I can find a Starbucks. Here's a coffee shop, Zip Cafe. There's a little spot in the sun. I'm gonna sit here and check ChatGPT. All right, it's safe. I'm done with my rant. So I'm taking a walk. I'm walking to Kitano Tenmangu. It's a Shinto shrine for students. And the reason is because I was looking for something else and I noticed this was nearby and I said, oh, I can go there too. But now I forget what the something else was that I was looking for. To see if I can find it in my search history here. Could have been a Starbucks, who knows? Anyway, so it's like a 15-minute walk. It's heading back towards my hotel. I figure I can use the exercise and I'll say some things along the way. Oh, it's really cold though. All right, so I will come back when I see something interesting. So I'm just walking through this little neighborhood here. It's kind of a typical little Japanese neighborhood. This kind of a building is called a mansion. It's a newer style apartment building. Mansion. It's a house. It's a big house. A lot of cars here. To own a car in Japan, you have to have a parking space. You can't buy a car if you don't have a place to park it. And you notice there are no cars parked on the street. Americans would freak out if the government tried to impose any kind of rules on cars. I can feel a rant welling up inside of me. So I'm going to turn the video off now. I'll spare you. So here you can see mansion. Lion's Mansion, Kyoto, Kinubasa. The banks of all the rivers are reinforced. Because when it rains a lot, they will get pretty rough, pretty deep. I feel like I've had a cold the whole time I've been here. I think it's just this weather. As you can see, bikes are very common. People will ride their bike to the train just to do errands. Just one more thing that keeps them healthier than us with our addiction to cars. You know, I depend so much on this phone to keep me on track. It's always letting me down. So, you know, it's talking to me. It tells me where to turn. It also vibrates on my arm, on my Apple Watch. So I was in my pocket. I didn't hear anything. It's old houses. I decided to pull it out of my pocket to look at the route to see how much further I had. I had missed the turn. It never told me to turn. Fortunately, I wasn't that far off. But it's this really windy path. So I'm walking through a very compact, congested, traditional neighborhood. All right, I'm gonna start looking at my phone. Just to make sure I don't miss another turn. I'm really on the back streets of Kyoto here. But I think I see the path ahead of me. It looks like a wall. That might be a wall for the temple, the shrine. Now my watch is vibrating. This is telling me to turn here. Really is a mishmash of different styles. You have some old houses, slightly newer, traditional looking places, and then you have some monstrosities like that, modern. Yeah, so I think this, I'm turning here. This is going to zigzag me up. Although I see a torii straight ahead, but Siri's telling me to turn here. But I wonder what that is. I'm going to consult my map. Alright, so it looks like that torii up there, that's Hirano Jinja. And then this is the temple that I'm going to for some reason. Don't ask me why. And then when I get inside, I'm gonna sit and see if I can figure out why I was coming here in the first place. There was something nearby that I wanted to go to, and then I saw that this was close. Decided to come here first. Unlike the other YouTubers, here at Appa's Kitchen, it's all haphazard. But this is the experience of a tourist. I'm not an expert. I don't paint myself to be an expert. I'm not going to pretend to be an expert. All right, so I believe this is it. I wonder if these light up in the evening. And it looks like I'm the only one here. Little purification ritual here. I already like this better than Kinkaku-ji. Kinkaku-ji, whatever the hell it was. I bet I'm not going to have a cranky old man grab my incense sticks and yell at me here. That was so rude. Oh my God. It's so pretty. Looks like there's an entrance there. So supposedly, from what I remember that I read, this is a shrine for students. It's a Shinto shrine. And I guess they come here to pray to get accepted to their university. There's so much pressure on them to get into a university. It really kind of determines their fate. It's a kind of a sad thing. So yeah, it's not perfect here, but even if they don't get into the best university, they end up with a job that's maybe not the best company. They still have health care. They have public transportation. They live in a safe society where people respect and take care of each other. They don't have to worry. They're not going to go bankrupt from a medical bill or be killed in a mass shooting. So there's a lot of pressure. To get into a university. They study really hard, and they'll pray. There are all these little shrines here. Not sure what they're for, but you can see the blossoms getting ready to come out. These are probably plum blossoms. So in a couple weeks, this will all be blooming. So it's not just the cherry blossoms, the plum blossoms also come out. Where I live, in my neighborhood, we have plum blossoms. They're probably blooming already. It's a really nice thing, you know, because it's still winter. And you see these flowers start to appear. I really should read up on this. I don't know why there's a hippopotamus with a bib. And I guess these are all their little prayers. So many people praying for success. It's pretty. It's really pretty. I want to light some incense. For the students, I want them to enjoy learning and education. Wow, just gorgeous. Just love the colors here. I wish I had been able to find more off the beaten path places like this. This is perfect. Just a few people. It's a very meaningful place. And it's just so beautiful. Look at that. So they're doing a fortune telling. You pull out a stick, and then it has a number, and then you read your fortune. But look at how stunning this is. this. How beautiful. There's like rabbits again. The Shinto priest. This is what it looks like at night. Isn't that beautiful? All the lamps lit. And some kind of gift shop selling charms. No signs here saying no photos. No cranky old man yelling at you because you did the incense wrong. And you know why? Because tourists don't come here. These are probably mostly Japanese people. No tour groups. It's not one of the big five. It's just beautiful. So this is all lit up at night. I think it would be beautiful to see. That's like a bull. It would be nice to have somebody to explain some of this stuff to me, but sometimes it's information overload. Like I want to know why the bull, why the hippo. This gate is just gorgeous. Wow, and there's just more. It just keeps going on. I think this might be the entrance. But there's another temple here. A shrine. That beautiful green roof. But look at this. This Japanese sword museum, maybe? Nothing in English. 1,000 yen to enter. It's okay. There's a pool here. That sounds good. Toilet. see the plum blossoms later this month. All right, well, I don't know why I came here. I just looked at the map to see if I could see my search history, and it's a mystery. There are no Starbucks nearby. So I think I'm gonna walk out to the main street here and see if I can figure out where I am. And if there's a bus that will take me somewhere, or I'll take a taxi to Karasuma Oike. At least I know that my favorite Starbucks is there. Get a nice little matcha latte, relax. So I enjoyed this visit. I hope you did too. To this shrine, off the beaten path. Kinkaku-ji. Sorry, I can't remember again or kin which one is gold and which is silver. The Golden Temple today was pretty, but not all that glitters is gold. And yeah, it was just kind of meh. This was so much more special because it felt really meaningful and sacred in a way. Look at all these nice taxis now. I don't know what's the rule for getting a taxi. Is there an order? Do I go with the first guy in line here? All right, so this was Kitano Tenmangu Shrine, dedicated to the god of learning. All right, so nice taxi driver. I told him Karasuma Oike. It's just the corner, easy location. There's a subway station there. So that was fine. And then as we're driving, he said, "Sir, where are you going?" So I said, Karasuma Oike. He said, where? I said, oh, well, I'm going to Starbucks, but Karasumo Ike is fine. He said, oh, Starbucks, I know. So that's the Starbucks. He was dropping me off at. He let me off. I think it was because the meter was 2,000 yen. They're so considerate. So he let me off when the meter hit 2,000 yen. It was a block away. I said, actually, I'm going to the one up here on the right. I don't think he got that, but I just realized the reason he let me off where he did was because it was 2,000 yen. And I've been paying in cash because I withdrew 50,000 yen. I don't know what I was thinking the other day. I was kind of low on yen. I'm using my Suica card for everything. But I decided I need some cash. No, it was just the other day at Arashiyama. So I took out 50,000 yen. And they have a week left. So now I'm trying to use up that money. And I'm also going to try to use up what's on my Suica card. And if I can, just start using my credit card. All right, Starbucks. All right, well, my favorite Starbucks has been discovered. Oh, there's an admission fee to this temple. I came in before for free. I kind of thought this was off the beaten path. Alright, well, I'm leaving, so I'm not paying to leave. I decided to just walk this way for a change. I don't know that I've ever taken this street. Hiccups are back. Special opening. Chohoji. No, maybe you get to go inside. All right. Anyway, it's time for lunch, and I am going to walk to Nishiko-ji-dori. There's this little Japanese restaurant that's right outside of Nishiki Market. I went there and I had Tanmen, spicy sesame noodles. I had black sesame, which was a little too spicy for me. Not bad, but it was right after my massage. My stomach wasn't really in the mood. I went back again. I didn't film it. I had white sesame, which was 2 chilies instead of 3. That was pretty good. And they had a set where you could get gyoza or fried rice. Fried rice looked really good, but I got gyoza. But what I really want is fried rice and gyoza. I don't want ramen and fried rice. It doesn't make any sense. So I went back the other night. Thinking I'd get fried rice and gyoza. They didn't have the set menu. So I guess it's only a lunchtime thing. So I ordered fried rice. It wasn't the fried rice that they serve with the set. The whole thing is very confusing. But anyway, with these hiccups, whatever I eat, it's going to be problematic. It's just going to make them worse, but I just feel like fried rice might be a good thing for me. So I'm going to see if I can get fried rice and gyoza, and if not, I'll just get fried rice. I love Japanese fried rice. Not sure what it is about it, but it's really good. And then I'm gonna go back to my hotel and take a shower, see if I can do laundry today, and then tomorrow I'm leaving. So you're gonna stay with me until I get my lunch, and then we'll say goodbye there. It's been a full morning. This video is probably about 2 hours by now. Oh, bud. We got a little bit of a rant. We saw a couple different places. Everybody has their little lunchtime set menus out. They're advertising. Lunchtime is a really good time in Japan because they do lunch sets. So usually you can get a pretty good meal for not a lot of money, because it's really geared towards people who are working. And then dinner, they don't really have sets at dinner unless it's a place like Yayoi-ken or Takayama. Just set menus.
Guys, I was so bad at dinner. Remember when everyone was done when I ordered buns? It's like when everyone was done at the other place. It's like we kept
These girls are just bumping into people. Walking in the middle of the street, completely unaware that there's a car behind them. Alright, here's Kinkaku-ji Dori. Let me show you this pretty vegetable stand. Japan is kind of infamous in a way for expensive fruits, but those avocados, these bananas are not local, but what you get is usually locally grown, in season, fresh and full of flavor. If you buy a peach, it tastes like a peach. If you buy an apple, it tastes like an apple. I feel like I want an apple. I don't really have any fruit since I've been here. Mikan, they're in season. They're delicious. Strawberries. Tastes like strawberries. Look at those beautiful grapes. Alright, I'm gonna buy an apple. I have 500 yen. These look so beautiful. There's another Starbucks right across the street. I gave him the little styrofoam wrapper, and then he wanted me to take a bag. And I told him it was okay. So that's Nishiki Market. Straight ahead. It's a ramen place. Here's another place with a lunch menu. Curry with naan. So this place is right outside of Nishiki Market. And I think they're really spicy. Yep, noodle soup is more fried rice. I don't want noodles and rice, but let's see what we can get. Right. Alright, so this is a vegetable Tanmen fried rice. They didn't have a fried rice gyoza set. Water pictures. So interestingly, these are not here in the evening. Not sure why. And when you sit at the counter, the chef hands you your food directly. But a really nice rich broth here. It's good. Tastes healthy. Alright, well they didn't have a chahan and gyoza, fried rice and gyoza set. So they have noodles. You can get a side of fried rice with noodles. This is the lunch menu. You can get noodles with gyoza and white rice. And then there was one other possibility. It's crazy, it doesn't make any sense to me. Why would you want gyoza and white rice and noodles? So I used to go to this little place in Shinjuku when I went out to the bars. Get fried rice and gyoza. I loved it. Or ramen and gyoza. Alright, so the vegetable tanmen was good. I really enjoyed the vegetables. I left half of it. I ate half the fried rice. I left half the noodles. I ate mostly the vegetables and the broth. The broth was really good. I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna walk through Nishiki Market. I don't think you need to see it again. I'm just gonna walk through. It doesn't look that crowded right now. And head home, do laundry, take a nap, take a shower. I had some chili oil, so I'm coughing. All right, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Jane, bye-bye.